I'm Beth Trump, and I've been asked to talk about outreach with St. Andrews. I'm the chair or co-chair of the social ministry team.
And I'm Steve Slice. I participate in Family Promise. That's why I've been asked to talk about outreach. I think outreach beyond the walls of St. Andrews Lutheran Church is important because that's simply put what we're called to do.
The outreach is important to me because it's the way we live out our faith. It's an expression of who we are as Christians, and it's what we should do. St. Andrews reaches out in so many different ways into the community. We have so many opportunities that we offer our members, from Family Promise, which Steve's going to talk about. He does a great job with that. We have a relationship with E.E. Taylor Elementary School. We deliver backpacks full of food to them every month. We do an angel tree for them at Christmas. We collect school supplies during August. So we have a really good connection to that lower income school that's here in our community. We contribute to Virginia Wingard's food pantry. We participate in homeworks projects. We support the Kairos prison ministry. We have a sister church in Tanzania that we've provided a laptop and other resources to them through that relationship. And we also collected $50,000 for a water purification system there. Our old parsonage was converted into what we call a welcome house for refugees, which is a transitional home for refugees that come in from all over the world through Lutheran Services of the Carolinas. We also allow our facilities to be used by outside groups like AA and NA and by the Cairn Baptist Church for their worship services. So we make the facilities available to all of those groups as well. In April, this is really exciting. We participate in Project Inasmuch, and this past year we offered opportunities we had over 100 members to volunteer in various ways throughout the whole month of April, from performing yard work for elderly folks. We packed food boxes. We created care kits for a lot of people. We delivered flowers to nursing homes. We prepared food, book bags for English as a second language students, and we even took a group and sang at a lower income nursing home. The social ministry team has also allotted a budget every year for distribution to various groups in our local community, such as like this year we've contributed to Harvest Hope and to Washington Street Soup Kitchen Ministry, to Sister Care, to Senior Resources, Free Medical Clinic, cooperative ministry, so we're able to reach out to the community in those ways as well. And we also gave an individual grant to a young lady in our own congregation who traveled to South America to dance with a Christian dance team.
Beth, let me tell you a story about the Family Promise Homeless Ministry that we support at St. Andrews. Earlier in the year, this year, I overheard a conversation between the three families. And two of the families had stayed with us before, and they had cycled through all the churches in the homeless ministry, and they were back staying with us. And the third family was staying with us for the first time. It was actually their first week in the Family Promise Homeless Ministry. And the two families were telling this third family that St. Andrews was the best church to stay at. And they talked about how we set up our bedrooms and how we set up the fellowship hall and the laundry and shower trailer that we get from another church. And then they started talking about the people. And they talked about how supportive and friendly the people of St. Andrews were. And, regardless of whether you serve a meal or drive a car or help set up for the week or stay overnight, you're part of this ministry. You're supporting this ministry because your offerings are going toward supporting this church or providing this building for the Family Promise Homeless Ministry.
Steve, that doesn't surprise me a bit. The way that the families with the Family Promise Group spoke about us, because St. Andrews is an incredibly giving community. Every time I think we've reached our limit in terms of giving, of resources in one way or another, or time, people come up with more. I'm always overwhelmed at the generosity of our members and this church in general.
You know, I give money to, I support the ministry here at St. Andrews Lutheran Church because I trust that it's going to be used appropriately and efficiently and effectively for meaningful programs, both inside and outside. I always tell people whenever I talk to them about St. Andrews Lutheran Church, the first thing I talk to them about is the Welcome House and the Family Promise Ministry and the Backpack Ministry, the things that we're doing to reach out to people outside of our walls.